my ND Miata feels like it's on the verge of blowing up. Here's why. All right, so what's wrong with this thing? Well, first things first, a few months ago, I was in a pinch and I needed an oil change quick. So I went to my local Valvoline. This I thought was a good idea, and now I know, and now I won't do it again. Now, I love Valvoline's oil, just maybe not all of their technicians. Whoever did the oil on my car screwed the filter on super tight, and also I think they over-torqued my drain plug because I've got an oil leak. Currently, the oil drain plug crush washer that I'm running is made of stainless steel or aluminum. I can't remember. It's whatever factory Mazda gives you when you walk into the dealership. Maybe that varies dealership to dealership, but I'm given a metal one. So to combat that, I bought these. These crush washers are made of copper, and copper as a material is more malleable than, say, aluminum or stainless. At least I believe. These should be more malleable, so we're gonna try to run these. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to retap the oil pan. And I really don't wanna do that on a brand new car. So, thank you, Valvoline. All right, let's go put some Valvoline in this car. I am not gonna put a rock behind my car. That is what my mother's Explorer is for. I don't know if you can see that, literally just dripping on the ground. What the f? Oh wow, hey guys, that's pretty interesting. It's pouring out of it? Also, my oil filter maybe could be tighter. Dude, literally oil just caked onto this thing. Also a lantern bug. I don't know how he got there. What's funny is I cleaned this like a week ago and it's just so nasty. I don't know if that's supposed to pick up any oils it drops, but man, it's not doing a good job because all the oil is there, dropping straight out of that hole. Oh, ow. Doing this with an Apple Watch on. What the f? Please don't be. See, like I just unscrewed it and now I can't get it. Oh, there we go. Why is it tight again? They did something to this and I'm not with it. Oh wow, look at all that brand new oil I just put in a week ago. All right, cool. So take this, get this old one off, which this is what the dealer gave me, are these. I think that they're stainless or aluminum. I don't know why it would be stainless, probably aluminum. I don't know my materials. I graduated high school with a 1.8, so leave me alone. Take these and on this, make sure there is 0 debris. I will also do this to the oil pan. Also make sure there's no debris on this. Looks perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna put this on. I don't think that the orientation matters. Maybe we'll do it like this. Perfect. Looks perfect. Looks beautiful. Does it have to fit perfectly? Boy, I sure hope not. Well, whatever. Does it have to be an exact science? I don't know. I don't care, and we'll figure it out. And if I'm wrong, you guys will tell me. So that's the good part. All right, so I don't really see any dirt or anything. I am just gonna kind of clean it up a little bit, or at least try to, just in case there's one random piece of dirt or something that I was missing that is just causing this thing to leak. Threads on this, they look okay. I'm not really seeing anything like alarming or anything like that, so it should be good, but I don't know. Hopefully this fixes it. If not, then be prepared for an oil tapping video. Okay, why is that tight right there? See, that should not happen. And like the other thing is it doesn't start leaking until after I've driven it for a little bit. So it's not like I put the old one on and then I saw that it was leaking and I was like, oh, it's good to go. No, it took a while for it to happen, so. Okay, that should be crushed. Now let's go ahead and try to fill it with oil. And we'll see if it does anything. Filter's on decently tight. I don't notice any issues with that. I don't know why there's oil on that. Maybe it was just residual from the oil pan dripping. Clean up this transmission a little bit too. That's our next issue. Are those cracks in my transmission? Why is the casing so hot? This car scares me. A little high. Thumbs up, A+ for a good job. All right, I don't see any leaks. Time to put the under tray back in, which thankfully it's a massive, solid, heavy aluminum piece. You couldn't at least give me a little hole for access? All right, it's pretty much nighttime out. I will see you guys in the morning. You can't even see my hand. Can't even see my hand. All right, you guys, it is the next day. Going for a little drive. I'm gonna tell you what our next issue is. Now, while I was down at Miata's at the Gap, I noticed something. I didn't say anything in the video, but I noticed that I started to have a bit of a transmission whine, which you can maybe hear. That was never there before, and what I thought might be some clutch chatter is really just a lot of input shaft noise, which is really, really weird and a little concerning, especially considering it never did that before until the second I pushed it super hard. If it does fail, I have a plan. We're gonna be going to an ND Miata 6-speed manual transmission with the Fiat 124 differential. Now, in this video, there's not much that we can do about that, and we won't really be doing anything until something bad happens. But the whine is there, and it is very scary. Now, I'm very worried that this transmission is going to blow up. I don't have the money to fix that right now, and I don't expect that I will have the money to fix that anytime soon. So this car scares me. Every time I drive it, I notice something really weird with the transmission, with something that it's doing. It's doing some very ND Miata things, and it's an ND, which is worrisome. Maybe I'm just hyper vigilant and worried that something is gonna happen, kind of like a mitochondriac or whatever it is, a hypochondriac, I don't know, whenever you think you have a lot of health conditions that you don't have, but for cars. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you didn't hear it before, here's the transmission. I'm at third gear, 2,500 RPMs. And I got up to 3,000 RPMs there, so that's pretty loud. Almost a grinding noise, almost, not quite. It's more of just a high-pitched whine. I hate that noise. It bothers me so much. I might try to do a clutch job in the future to see if that maybe fixes the issue, because maybe something is going on with my clutch. Sometimes this car is a little difficult to get into third gear. Third gear isn't always in the same place that it usually is. And this is pretty rare. This is, like, I noticed it for like 2 days and then it kind of hasn't done it, and then it will kind of come back once or twice. See right there, it does it again as I'm talking about it. Like when I go to put it into gear, it should go further and it doesn't go further, but it's still in the gear, which is very confusing and concerning. So that's just one thing to make note of. Now, regarding my brake fluid / clutch fluid reservoir, yes, they are mixed together. It gunks up really fast, as you can tell, for some reason, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not sure what to do about it, so we're just gonna close that up and leave it and pretend like we didn't see it. Coming up on the last thing, I do believe I have a stuck caliper. Reason being is one day I got out of my car and I realized that I smelled either clutch or brakes, and I realized pretty soon that it was brakes. Mostly because my e-brake light had been coming on a lot that night, especially when I wasn't accelerating super hard, which sometimes it will come on when I do that. My assumption is that it's just the e-brake sensor, because it is super sensitive in that car. If you lift it up even slightly, it shows on the dash. Also, the car has a little bit of resistance when driving. Brake fluid should not be an issue. It's possible that I did something wrong when I was bleeding the brakes, but I didn't notice anything at the tail of the Dragon, anything on the way down there, on the way back, or any of the amount of time that I've driven it since being back from Miata at the Gap. I guess the only thing that we can really do is pull the wheel off and look at the caliper and see what's going on with it. So let's go do that. Why did I jack the front of the car up. Now, if it was seized, I wouldn't be able to move it this small amount. The axle is kind of stopping it, but I wouldn't be able to move it at all. So this does make me confused a little bit as to why I was smelling it. I know these brakes are bad. This is not EBC, this is factory Mazda. I know they're not bad. It is rather strange. Now, regarding the rotor, that's a different story. It is a little grooved. Not terrible, but you know, could be better. Back of the rotor got some grooves as well. All right, well, I'm not sure how to fix it and I don't have the parts to replace anything. So the best thing to do is, what is that? What am I looking at? Just for reference, as I'm rolling the wheel. Now, I thought this wheel had been getting a little low on air and I just figured out why. I've got to get to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to leave it in until I can get it taken out. All right, this is fun. Brand new set of tires. With that, that is gonna be it for today's video. What am I supposed to do about the bird? With that being said, that is going to be it for today's video. Unfortunately, I do still have an oil leak, so in the future we will have to address that. But for now, I just don't have the time or the materials to tap the oil pan, so it's just going to have to wait. This video will have to come out at some point, so I'm just going to have to leave it for now. One last thing before I go. I am thinking about changing my YouTube channel name. I would change it to something that is more personal to me. I've used this username in the past for other projects, and it's something that a lot of people know me as outside of Devin G builds. I don't want to go too in depth with it yet, but I would really like to do this. I think that there's a lot more that I can do under this name. It would give me some more opportunity to kind of branch out and maybe reinvent this channel a little bit and myself in a way. I'm not gonna go too in depth right now, but if you have any questions about that, go ahead and drop them in the comments and I will happily respond to them. Now, with all of that being said, that is going to be it for today's video. If you are interested in anything behind the scenes, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I'll leave that linked in the description below. It is also a nice way to get in touch with me if for any reason you wanted to. But with all those things being said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support in these past few videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.
I don't wanna think about it every day. You know that you kinda wanna feel the same way. So much time